Look, another club in trouble too, and it too enters the bye, is Carlton. They were poor against GWS on the weekend, a game that they simply had to win and finished the round 4 and 7.
Yeah, they just lack any composure, class, and you're just not sure what their weapon of strength is. So it used to be the midfield group that we spoke of, that they used to just bully you out of it, but teams just don't give them that anymore. Everything's a grind. It's hard work. You know, Jacob Wiedering had one of his poorest games on the weekend, and then once that happens, their defence fell apart. So yeah, it's just, and we're going to talk about Charlie Curnow. I don't think he fights through when things are getting difficult for him. So they've got issues everywhere. As I said, their list has holes. And this is Charlie Cameron. Sorry, why doesn't Charlie Curnow? Sorry, why doesn't he have the ability? Is it that Bossy and the game plan lets him down? Because he's got the talent of Jesse Hogan and Jeremy Cameron, but for whatever reason, the team, or the plan just doesn't allow it.
And so you line up that board there with what you just showed with the vision, and what you are saying is it's just the same old every single week. There's nothing different. There's nothing dynamic about it, and there's no preparedness, unlike Simon Goodwin, to change.
No, and we hear Michael Voss after the game, and sometimes I just wonder, does he not want to speak to the media or give answers? But it seems to be the same thing he speaks of. But yeah, I haven't seen any point of difference from the first round loss or when they lose to Richmond to now for what's changing.
And a player they chose to trade out last year, did you realise Matt Kennedy was as good as he clearly is? And did Carlton also maybe overlook how good he was?
I'd have to question, is it that he's thriving, Damo, in another environment under Luke Beveridge and the Western Bulldogs? And yes, they're still 7th on the ladder, the Western Bulldogs, but Matty Kennedy looks leaner and he looks more damaging, and he's not just the bang crash midfielder that Carlton seem to have a lot of. So I didn't think he'd be a loss because of the amount of players like him at Carlton.
I was the same, admittedly, Lotta. Yeah.
But he's been outstanding, and geez, he'd be handy at Carlton.
He was.